Okay, signal is better here, but you got to see the outdoors, a little shot of the sunshine. Why not? So this is the main vlog, okay? Uh, Greetings everybody after Christmas, and now we're in the later days of Christmas. You know, there's like 12 days or something, but if you're not Christian or if you're atheist, whatever. But for the pagans, this is post winter solstice. It's like 4 days now into this new quarter, or 5 days. And then for the fiscal year, or the calendar, you know, standard year that the world has been put on, the end of the year is coming, New Year's Eve and then New Year's Day, so we'll get into 2014. I don't know why I'm opening up like this. Who cares about the time? Because it's always right now. There should be a watch, and you just look at it and it says now. I've been rolling with the punches, basically, and I thought everything would be really cushy by now at this phase of the game, or, you know, going into the winter. And I had a plan, and I was going to be coordinating it with people close to me, family, but things had to change. And I think many of you would have figured that out by now, but I'm just letting everyone know directly that things just got everything thrown into the air very chaotically. I suffered a lot of losses in the past month or so, let's say, since I went on that big trip. And then it was like, it started to happen like middle of November. Things were just like starting to come apart, and really one of the worst things is the disaster of losing my things and losing my vehicle. So I'm not sure who did that to me. I don't know if it was a shadow government, or just hoodlums, or villagers that are two-faced, that lie. That I kind of doubt, but I can't rule it out completely. So I lost a vehicle. I lost a lot of resources, equipment. I lost stuff that's irreplaceable. I don't even remember what was there that I lost, but I'll probably figure it out. I might think about something down the line and say, oh, where is that? It must have been lost. I don't know if I told everybody, but it was it 2 years ago? Yeah, it was exactly 2 years ago, in what was pre-Christmas that year, that a van was literally stolen from me and mine. And that took place near Las Cruces, New Mexico. And I went, there's an intersection with like 3 different counties in the hinterland there. It was like scrubland where you cut through. Look at the map if you want to figure it out. But none of the counties had any knowledge of it. So then I finally reported it to one of the counties' state police as a stolen vehicle, and nothing ever came up. So it's just amazing how they took it, and just they literally came with a tow truck, because I examined the area, and they just dragged it while it was in park. So they dragged the thing onto a flatbed truck and took it away at some point. So I thought, oh, this is, road service. This is like the contract that they have with the government. It wasn't blocking anything. So then I contacted everybody that patrols the road, sheriff, local. They said, oh no, we don't have it. No, we don't. It's stolen or something. So that means people that steal cars have tow trucks down there, and then someone say, oh, they, it's like a chop shop, and they take stuff to Mexico, or, blame it on the Mexicans. Well, I could have been doing it for local shops. They could have been taking the stuff to El Paso, Texas. I don't know. But, to make a long story short, these things keep happening. This 2 years ago, and now this year I have to go through a better vehicle filled with more stuff. And it was supposed to be secure at my amigo's property. And I even had somebody watching it. And then I found out there's the key flaw, okay? That it was somebody I really can't trust. They don't do what they say. But this is not going to be about blame. This is going to be about how I make my decisions. Obviously, folks, I'm not that stupid. I don't want to do things this way, but I'm stretched out to where I'm doing something, or I'm going somewhere, and I can't take everything with me, so it's got to be locked down, right? Does anyone relate to this? Have you had things stolen? Are you hearing about this more? Because it seems to me in the last year or two to be more of a trend that petty crime and this type of thing is up. But this is not petty crime. I lost, like I said, stuff is irreplaceable, so you can't really calculate it. But for the things that could be replaced, bought again, new or used replacements, it's like $5,000 or more. I'm not one of these people that can just drop $5,000 like it's nothing. That's right now. That's a lot of money to me. I need more people on my staff because the equipment that I have is not just for me, and the vehicles. If I have a van, I bring 2 or 3 people somewhere, and that's what I need. But I haven't been working with enough people. Let's put it that way. So, what else am I going to say? Things going on in the world. Ooh, the news. I'm not following it as much since I had to be homeless for a while, and homeless by choice, because I basically have to dislodge myself from patterns and situations. And nothing against anybody. It's just for me to be a better person, to reach my goals, and to make more earnings. But I guess there is one main priority that kind of makes a decision for me at this point, and I've got to go to another country where you're going to see me very soon, and I have to visit somebody who's very dear to me. I have to visit somebody. So let's just leave it at that. And don't make any comments, because once I'm there and you see the new phase that I'm in and the work that I'm trying to get done with this person. Actually, the person is my daughter. So, you've seen her all the time in the past, if you've been a subscriber for at least a few years. Edward Snowden, to change the subject now, did an address that he released yesterday, and he's basically saying that because of the government surveillance, we don't have privacy anywhere in the world. I think he means in the high-tech sphere of things, in the I think he should say that we're just really focused on the high-tech world, and this is not about just going out into the woods. But then again, he probably means that there's satellites and cameras and stuff that can just zoom in on you wherever you are and track you, GPS. But, you know, he's right now the figurehead or the representative for our collective concerns on that. What do I have to say about that? I'm probably not as worried as people would expect me to be, or maybe I'm not as worried as I should be. I don't want to worry. I don't have time to worry about that, especially after what I went through the past week. And do I like keeping records and keeping tabs on people? I mean, maybe there's some good potential there. Maybe we can understand humanity and our behavior if we take those records and we study it. I've heard of some studies, some scientific stuff, not just military and spying. So I lean in that direction to having a lot of hope. But if they're doing that, I don't know. They might not be doing that. But the point is that those records, that data, can be taken for any purpose. Any purpose. So I'm on there. They're watching me. They're watching this video right now. And if they did something to me, and they did that to my vehicle, which so far no one, including the consulate and the local and the federales, they don't know anything, apparently. They don't know anything, but we know everything in the surveillance state, so they knew that I was there, right? And they could track it. So they have a record somewhere of who went to my things. But anyhow, I'm not accusing anybody. I'm just saying that whoever you are out there, you watching this video, and you see that I'm talking about Edward Snowden, you heard it because you can analyze the audio. You run it through real quick on the machine, and then it comes up, and then you have a person review it, an actual human who has that employment detail. I didn't say anything wrong. I didn't say anything that you really need to know. I basically just told you stuff that might help you understand life better. Here's a guy that describes what he's going through. He's obviously got his mind together, and he's improving what he's doing. There's no military secrets here, other than really the most significant secret of all. The only conflict that you have is with yourself. And if you've got something to hide, when you're saying if you've got something to hide, then you're a twisted mofo. I don't have anything to hide. I want people to understand me, and even if it's people in the game of the government, they want to wear that uniform and play that role, they're just all actors. All the world is stage. What's my stage? Telling you the truth, bringing you reality. That's what I've been doing for years, and I want to thank you for listening. Put your comments here. Make fun of me, troll me, whatever you need to do. Or if you can relate, I really appreciate that, because that's love. Let's connect. Share this with all your friends. Thanks for watching.